So I was having a conversation with my co-founder Rhoda the other day. Do you see how much Rhoda is coming up in these videos? That's why you should be tight with your co-founder, man. I was sharing something with her about how, as we grow the team within Zydii, that we need to be careful and thoughtful about people conforming to process. Certain things that we did naturally well or do naturally well as founders, when we start to delegate that to the team, it's easy for the essence to be lost. And the only way the essence is maintained is through process. Did I document what was in my mind and the thing that seemed natural to me, and then pass it on to someone in form of a process so that it doesn't deviate from what it's originally supposed to be? Now, in the middle of this conversation came an interesting revelation. Zydii is fun. I know it's fun, guys. I know. Don't deny it. Most of you tell me this. If you're lying, I'll bust you. Yeah, if you look at our brand, if you look at our videos that we share online, the vibe, behind Zydii, obviously we lean into that aspect of our brand, intentionally being youthful, fun, a little bit rebellious, a little bit edgy, but obviously localized to Africa. Maybe because of that, when we share that, well, maybe people feel like fun and fluffy, fun things doesn't always equal serious things. When people come into working with us at Zydii, in fact, consultants are a good example. They're always so surprised at the amount of structure, science, and process going on in this company. Guys, this is my lesson for today. Anything, no matter how fun, still requires science, still requires process. It's when you get that science and process right that you can relax enough to have the fun, if you ask me, because things are handled and taken care of. So in Zydii, and also maybe it's the nature of the service we sell, we do digital training. I don't know why it seems like that should be simple, but let me tell you, there's a lot of structure, and structure has a lot to do with, that has a lot to do with my personality as a founder. I'm a structured person. I have an undergrad in computer science and mathematics, logical thinking. But then I'm still this person that you see I love to dance. In fact, I'm also a creative, right? So I feel like that Zydii is an embodiment of probably maybe those two aspects of who I am as a person. Creative fun can also meet science and process. And so first of all, we should give ourselves permission to have fun with things. If being fun and engaging and creative is part of your brand, we are a good example of this at Zydii. We are a B2B business. We have sales, we have some serious brands as our clients, but we still get to have fun. We still get to present this fun side to our brand. Simple example, task management is a very core part of our culture at Zydii. In fact, one of our values is execution. We say a task is created, it has a deadline, it has to be done. We actually put in place a tool called Asana. Hello, Asana people, free marketing, yeah? But there's Asana, there's Trello, there's a lot of these tools out there. I guess it's about finding what works for you. But Asana has become so core to who we are as Zydii in terms of, even if I'm in a cab or moving in between meetings and I think of something that needs to be done, the first natural thing for me to do is to create a task on Asana on my phone and assign it to someone in the team. The first thing I do when I come into work is not to check my email, it's to check my Asana inbox. Why? Asana represents intentional work. It represents the tasks that we've intentionally allocated as work to be done. Email tends to be a response to other people's asks, if you ask me. So if I've not replied to your email, now you know why. Sorry. When I look at my Asana inbox first, I've guaranteed that I'm going to respond to the high priority things that I should be responding to for the business, the tasks that need to be done for that day that had been agreed on. Now the team, we have a culture at Zydii. In fact, when people post tasks on Asana and then people comment on tasks, so you find that you don't have to call me or WhatsApp me to give me an update on a task. You post it as a comment on Asana, right? And I do the same. I go on Asana, I see all the asks, things people need, like for confirmation or feedback from me. Behind the fun and fluffy of Zydii, there is science and process, and it's because of the science and process and structure that we have that we then have space to let loose and be creative. So for all you creative people out there or entrepreneurs, don't feel like processes will take away your joy in your business. They might actually give you the freedom to enjoy your business because things are getting taken care of in an organized way.